on the floor that started transition. Allison with 11 points as well, and Logan Nisley had 12 points on 1 3-pointer and 4 3-point possessions. So highly efficient questions for the Huskers.
Lex, what was it like to have a game where you guys wanted to go inside so much and didn't attempt a 3-pointer until late in the first quarter?
I think it's weird. Like, I feel like we've always kind of prided ourselves like on the 3-point line, and in our exhibition game and our close scrimmage, like we haven't taken as many shots or made as many shots. And I think it's a good thing because I think it will come, and we have so many great shooters. So yeah, pounding in the paint is kind of also where we like to go, but having all those shooters out there, I have full confidence that once the season gets rolling, that it's game over.
Allison, what felt like a first game and what didn't feel like a first game for you guys?
I mean, I feel like I got a lot of my first game jitters out in the exhibition game against Stone, so I felt pretty comfortable and pretty confident going into this game, and just excited to be back on the court, see my family in the stands. It's always a good feeling, and yeah.
Alexis, did it feel different? I know you had an exhibition last week. Did it feel different just not having Jazz and just having different guards doing different things out there? You mentioned the 3-pointers. I mean, she shot a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, every year is like different, and I think this year for me is the most different just because I did play 3 years with Jazz, and we really worked really well together, but having Allison back, Logan and Cal have done a really good job of stepping up into her leadership role, and me as well. That was something I really wanted to work on in the off season, and I just feel really confident. I feel really good about going into my last season here at Nebraska. So
it feels like there's just waves of guards that can come in now. Like maybe you won't have somebody who plays 34 minutes, but you can just have a bunch of players. How interesting is it to kind of develop the chemistry with all those different guards, because they're all probably throwing it from a different entry point to you?
Yeah, just everyone brings something different to the table. You know, starting a new season, we're still kind of figuring out how to play with each other, but you know, you play all summer. Preseason's really long. Like, we started middle of September, so like we're ready like for games now. So yeah, I think it's still kind of new, still working out some kinks, but I feel like I have confidence in all of the guards that come in and step on the court.
Logan, having surgery and then being able to play 11 minutes in the first game, how you feel and be able to play with this group?
Yeah, I think being in a different role this summer has really helped with that leadership. I think having to put myself in different situations, being off the court so much, has just helped me see the game so much more. And just seeing, you know, with this different group that we have, obviously I only played with like Jazz and all of our seniors for 1 year last year, but I think like Lex said, we have so many different people that are willing to step up and bring so many different things. So it's been really fun to actually like put the preseason, the summer, all of our work into games.
Alexis passing Kelsey and Jordan on the double-double list. That's 2 pretty big names. What does that mean to you to break that record?
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to put into words. I grew up watching the both of them, and they really inspired me to want to play here. And I try to not worry about my stats. I just want to win. And but being compared to those 2 ladies just doesn't feel real. And younger me wouldn't believe it, and I really am just so blessed and lucky to play for this program in this state. So,
Lex, what was the energy like with those 3,000 students in there?
it's awesome. It's like one of my favorite games of the year. Like, I look forward to it. I wish I got to do that when I was in elementary school, like eat pizza and hang out with my friends and watch a women's basketball game. We got to speak at the pep rally before, so I really like doing stuff like that, kind of giving back. I've learned a lot as a player here, had a lot of ups and downs, but being able to just talk to them and tell them to dream big, they can do anything they want. So they always bring the energy, so it's a lot of fun.
Allison, were you able to hear the crowd roar when you were introduced to the starting lineups?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it makes me like get all giddy and a little emotional each time, but
like I said, I'm just really excited and happy and almost relieved to be back on the court and feels like home. So, yeah.
I'd like to ask, like, with that, I know you guys have had all the preseason and the closer scrimmage and the exhibition, but seeing Allison back out there in a real official game where the stats count, just like what goes through your head when you see her still playing like she did before.
I'm just so proud of her. Like, I feel like we talk about it a lot. Like I've said, like we're roommates and we're best friends, and our mentalities are very similar. Like we've lived together for this will be our 4th year, and we can never even think about a time that we've argued. Like we're just always on the same page. But that's irrelevant. But yeah, I mean, she just works so hard, and most people, like if I went through what she did, I would not be back. Like I would, it's so just mentally draining, and she just came back stronger and even a better leader and just person. And I love playing with her. She's my PG. I've just loved every second, and those 2 years were really hard for her. So I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
You're killing it.
Anything else after coffee and hugs?
No.
I know.
That's it? Okay. Good job.
Okay, I was pleased with the way our team came out and set the tone for this game in the first half. I thought we had a really good defensive effort, maybe let our foot off the gas just a little bit there in the second half, but I thought we had great contributions from a lot of people, and just couldn't be more proud of Alexis Markowski, who set the record at the University of Nebraska for double doubles here in her first game of her senior year. So just, I think, tells how consistent she's been in her career, and here it was no different. 7 for 8, very efficient, 14 points, 11 rebounds in 21 minutes, and I thought she set the tone for us.
Amy, is that a pretty good blueprint of what this team's going to look like this year?
I think you know how the head coach is going to always say, we had 20 turnovers, just a few too many turnovers. I think we just have so much more in us. And I think the good thing is, with 6 players scoring in double figures, I think we do have a lot of kids that can really contribute on the offensive end of the ball. And, we have several people that maybe didn't score it tonight that are more than capable of doing that. And so I think that's something that could make us very difficult to defend this season. But, I really feel like this is a group that's pretty deep, and we can get contributions from all over the map, and that will make us really hard to guard.
For a first game, what were you curious or anxious to see, offense, defense, or a player, how it would go?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was just we didn't feel very good in our first two, kind of the exhibition game and our close scrimmage, about how well we just kept the ball in front of us. And then we knew we were going to play some really good penetrators in Grace Cave and Cora Olson and some of the in-state kids. And so, for me, it was going to be, how well do we keep the ball in front of us? How well do we make them have to take tough contested shots over the top of us? And, that was the one thing I was the most curious about as we got out here today. I thought Natalie Potts did an outstanding job of setting the tone early in the first half, just playing aggressively on the top of our press, but also just really making them take tough contested shots. Allison Widener drew Grace Cave for a lot of the game, and I thought she had some really good possessions where she made them take some tough shots, and so that was something that we really wanted to see out of this one.
Britt's first, start in a real game, and she's plus 40 and plus minus. She can't really get better than that. Talk about her game today.
Yeah, I thought we got to see some flashes from Britt of what she's capable of. She scored it, but 5 assists, that 1 turnover kind of late there that I'm not exactly sure. She's waiting for the defender to get open, but I thought she played great. I thought she had a couple steals. She was aggressive. I think she is showing that she can make and create offense, not just for herself, but for other people, and some really good things out of her. I think we've been challenging her. We would like to see her get more involved on the rebounding, and that's going to be something we'll continue to press forward with her. But certainly we can see some flashes why she's just as special as she is.
Is that is what Petra did similar to what you've been seeing? I know she did a lot of that late in the game, but is that what you've been seeing in camp?
Yeah, Petra's more than capable. She stepped out there and confidently shot the ball from behind the arc. We saw her knock down several three-point shots when she was playing in the European National Championships when we were recruiting her. She's more than capable and confident of that. I thought she did a good job in the second half of really just having her hands ready, and when our guards rewarded her, finding ways to finish, and that's stuff that she's more than capable of. I think she's learning just the physicality to rebound here at this level, and how to guard without fouling, and especially on the perimeter. But I think she just keeps getting better every single day, and I'm just so excited about the future for her.
Are you concerned at all with the 20 turnovers?
I'm not excited about it, but the concern is not as high, just because I thought there were a lot of turnovers tonight that were very uncharacteristic, like 3 seconds in the lane, a couple of them, and offensive fouls where we just kind of maybe got a little antsy and plowed somebody over, or moving screens, things that were maybe not the typical things that we see out of our team in practice on a daily basis, things that I think we can clean up. And so that's something that I don't like it, but I think it's something we can definitely take care of and improve upon.
Maybe you guys have made a habit of playing these noon season openers with all these middle schoolers. There are about 4,000 of them here today. What's it like when you guys play a game like this to kick off the campaign?
Well, it's just so special. I think, our players to be able to connect, we want to do everything we possibly can to connect these incredibly talented young women to the youth in our state. And so to have 4,000 people to be able to come in here, not just watch us pour our heart and soul into our game, but to hear from our athletes, to hear messages, to hear, how they are responding to positives and negatives that come in their lives, and just an outstanding opportunity for the young people to really get positive messaging from not just women's basketball, but all the athletes that shared their time with us today at the sportsmanship rally. And so we're grateful to our life skills staff that make this happen, but also to all of the administrators and the teachers and counselors and principals that take their day out to bring those young people into the gym to watch us play today. We're just incredibly grateful.
Anything else? Okay.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Just a couple things for you. So